While on a straight road, car X and car Y are traveling at a different constant rates. If car X is now 1 mile ahead of car Y. So let's quickly draw the figure. X is ahead of Y by 1 mile, like this. And if car is now 1 mile ahead of car Y, then in how many minutes? And they're moving in the east direction. How many minutes from now will car X be 2 miles ahead of car Y? So we have to find out that in how much time will the distance between the two will increase by 1 mile, and the rate at which the distance between the two changes is called the relative speed. So all that we are looking at is what is the relative speed of X and Y. And since we know that X is gaining some more distance over Y, so the relative speed will be the speed of X minus the speed of Y, because the speed of X has to be greater, only then X will gain more distance over Y. That means X has to gain from 1 mile to 2 mile now it has to become. So we have to find out the relative speed. Now let's look at these statements. The first statement says that car X is traveling at a speed of 50 miles per hour while Y is traveling at a speed of 40 miles per hour. That means the speed of X minus the speed of Y becomes equal to 50 minus 40, that means 10 miles per hour. This is clearly sufficient. Just to explain the reason behind its being sufficient is, now the 10 miles between the two can increase in 60 minutes, 1 hour. So we have to just see the increase, because delta of the distance between the two has to be 2 minus 1 equal to 1 mile. So 1 mile will increase between the two in just 6 minutes, since we have unique answer. So the first statement is clearly sufficient to answer the question, although we did not need this calculation once we already have simplified what we wanted in the question. So the answer of this question has to be either option A or option D. Now let's look at the second statement, which says 3 minutes ago car X was half mile ahead of car Y. That means in 3 minutes the change of distance between X and Y is equal to half mile. That means change of 1 mile will come between them in 3 times 2, that means in 6 minutes. I multiplied it by 2 because half is getting multiplied by 2 to become 1. This is the delta, that means the change of distance. If half mile is increasing between them in 3 minutes, then 1 mile will increase between them in 6 minutes. So the second statement also gives us the answer, so sufficient to answer the question, and answer becomes option D. That means each statement alone is sufficient to answer the question. Thank you so much for watching this video.